What is going on, guys? As many of you guys know, if you follow CS, we got some tier 1 matches coming right back to us. So CS matches should get a lot more competitive, meaning a lot more value in the overs. And we got about 8 of those matches starting tonight. So we got some value on the board, boys. Real early lines, tons of value already. And I got a 3-man slip exclusive for the YouTube viewers. So stick around for that. We're about to get into that in a second. But first, you like data-driven slips, all the research at your fingertips, and cheat sheets for every player, then drop a like on this video and consider subscribing, because that's all we know, man. Without further ado, let's get straight into the pick. I'm gonna pop up the Discord server right here, and this is some of the info I got for you guys. First, let me explain. So tomorrow's the start of the IEM in China, right? So all the top tier teams, it's like a $200,000 prize pool or something like that. So all the tier 1 teams are invited, but some teams qualified that are like lower tier. So that's what we're getting tonight. We're getting the best of ones, and there's a lot of matches that could be considered mismatches because it's like lower tier teams versus like the top 10 teams, right? So value's kind of all over the board right now. For overs and unders, the lines are really low for certain teams, and then we found some plays that just really stood out to us, and that's what we're gonna get into in a second. So just a lot of value on the board tonight, man. I'm probably gonna lock in a few slips for tonight. I'm just excited to see tier 1 back, man. So stay tuned for more videos, stay tuned for more picks, and then let's go ahead and break down these 3 that I got for you guys today. Now, the first player that caught my eye is actually Dexter, man. Dexter projected less across all 3 projections and has only 1 good game versus top 50 opponents, right? So if we go here, he's going up against Cloud9. This is the projection, the cheat sheet I make for you guys every day. So we got Cloud9 versus FlyQuest. They got 70 and 30 odds, right? So Cloud9 is highly favored to win. Obviously, this is one of those situations where you got a top team versus a lower team, and you see it's highlighted red because of the odds, and then also the Cloud9's better form. They have way better form ranking right now, so it's just looking all bad for FlyQuest, to be honest with you. If you look here, you'll see the 3 maps that I got projected for this matchup being Anubis, Nuke, and Ancient, and I only gave them 20 rounds projected and 21. So I mean, it should be kind of competitive just because Cloud9 does give up rounds, and they haven't looked as dominant as they have in the past. So I do expect FlyQuest to find a few rounds, and that's why we gave them 20 rounds, and 21. That's a 13-7, 13-7, and 13-8, and this is based off of their stats in the last 3 months versus top 50 opponents. So it's solid data, man. But Dexter, nonetheless, with these rounds projected, man, which should be leading to tons of kills for most players, he's actually only projecting 8, and then 13 here. But one of those maps he does go over, but remember, it's Ancient, and that's actually 21 rounds projected, which would be a 13-8, which is kind of pushing it for these kind of odds here. So I mean, he barely clears his line by 1 kill, and it's a map that's projected more rounds. So that's highly unlikely, man, considering this might be a blowout. It could very easily be a blowout, and we're aiming for that. But not only that, man, we got Dexter. He's only had 1 good game versus top 50 opponents, man, in the last 6 months, and that's, he dropped like 20 kills, but aside from that, he stayed under like 8 kills, bro, every map. So clearly his role is not to frag out and get kills, and honestly, I think Cloud9 might just slam them. So really the only risk you're running into here is that C9 hasn't looked as dominant, so they may make mistakes to push this game longer, but clearly C9 is highly favored to win quick. So the odds are in their favor. Dexter hasn't cleared his line. He projected under on a good amount of rounds. So the odds are looking great for us, man. Dexter's a solid pick for under 12.5 map 1 kills. Moving on to the next pick, we actually got Risky Bob, man. It says it in his name. It's Risky Bob. He's playing against FaZe, but he's projected over his low line on both predicted maps. He has a line at 10, and if we go to his projections here on the cheat sheet, we got him projected 13, 15, and there's no third map because we're only expecting to see either Ancient or Mirage for 21 rounds each. So he's projecting way over his 10 kill line, man. This is giving us 3 value and 5 value. And then to top it off, he also hasn't gotten less than 12 kills in the last 3 months versus top 50 opponents. Now, obviously, the risk is that he's playing the number 1 opponent in FaZe tonight, but FaZe has also shown that they will give up rounds and let games go longer. But it really kind of depends what energy FaZe comes with it, man. You know, sometimes Kerrigan could just start popping off, and and then it's all bad for the other team, man, or Rain just turns up. But I don't see that happening. It's a best of 1. I'm sure it'll be a good competitive map. It's not going to be either team's favorite map. It's like a neutral map, right? So I definitely see this game getting pushed out a little longer, at least long enough for Risky Bob to go over 10 kills, man. I mean, 10 kills is kind of disrespectful, but they are playing the number 1 ranked opponent, so it makes sense why his line's low. It's in his name. His name's Risky Bob, but I think the data supports his over. And like I said, versus top 50 opponents, he hasn't gotten less than 12 kills, and he only needs 10 to at least give us a push, man. Plus his projections are speaking well for us on the 2 maps that we're predicting, so that's all green for for me, man. I'm taking his over. Risky Bob over 10 kills. I like it. It feels good. Moving on to the next one, we got Stannis Law. Now, Stannis Law has a line just like Risky Bob, man. He has a line at 10 map 1 kills. Now, this play I do like a lot, man, because he projected green on all the possible maps, and he's also never gotten under 10 kills versus top 50 opponents in the last 3 months. So that's the same kind of situation as Risky Bob, except he's actually playing against Virtus Pro. And if you look at the projection sheet here we got for him, Stannis Law is projected 14, 12, and 12. So he's projecting over 2 kills minimum on all 3 possible map combinations. And mind you that this is actually only 13 sevens projected for Overpass, Inferno, and Anubis. Let me explain something to you guys about Virtus Pro, man. Virtus Pro is a big dog, man. That's a risk. They're a big team. Wildcard is a lower tier North American team, and they're competing against Jame and Virtus Pro. That being said, Virtus Pro has a very methodical, slow play style that leads to longer matches and less blowouts. This makes Stannis Law's low line more reachable. So clearly I explained it here on the text, but if you guys didn't know, James kind of like a mastermind of CS, man. So if you look at all his recent matches, they at least got like 6 rounds on them when they win. So that's given us 19 possible rounds for Stannis Law to reach his line, man. But we got him projected for 20 because, like I said, it's gonna be a big day for wildcard, man. They're gonna come in, they're gonna be playing against big dogs. This is a North American lower tier CS team, so they're gonna come and they're gonna want to show out, man. They got an opportunity and they wanna make a name for themselves today. So honestly, VP is obviously highly favored. We go back to our odds right here. VP, they got the 80-20 odds. I do think Virtus Pro will win because, one, they're highly favored to win and they have much better form. But that being said, man, they do play a very slow, methodical CS play style, so that allows a lot of rounds. They'll save if they have to. They'll kind of let you do your thing, give you a lot of space until kind of try to read you like a book and then slam you in the end, man. So I could definitely see this map going the distance. And if that's the case, I mean, look at Stanislaus KPRs versus top 50 opponents in all these maps, man. He's got a 0.7, 0.6, 0.6. So that's giving us a good 1 kill every 2 rounds. But if this goes 20 rounds like we have projected, he's going to get these projections right here, man. He's going to get 14, 12, and 12. So it's looking good, man. The odds are in their favor. The projections speak well for us, and the line is super low. That's where there's tons of value always, man. These matches that are supposed to be blowouts end up being bangers, and these low ass lines end up being free, bro. So that's what I'm hoping for out of Stannis Law. But you guys understand the risk. They're playing against a much better team, but a slow paced team. So there is value there. That's the 3 picks I got for you guys today. Now, obviously, the best way to go about this is to flex it and put more into it, so you get a little nice 2.25x, right? Or 1 player pushes and you get the 3x. That's the strategy with a 3-man flex. Or you could go all in and hit a little power play. But before you guys click off this video, man, if you guys enjoy the way we go off our data, man, and we got all these projections right here, these cheat sheets, right? This is all in my server already. So, and by server I mean my Discord server. We got a great community in here, man. It's been growing like crazy thanks to everyone that's been watching on YouTube. So shout out to everyone that's joined. But yeah, we have 8 matches tonight, and we actually have them all projected here for every single player. And not only that, but you're gonna get access to my channel here, and I have a 6-man up already with different picks than the ones I just shared. It's a 6-man with all my favorite picks from all the matchups and all the projections, and you'll also get access to my projections obviously right here in this channel. And not to mention, you're getting all these other analysts that share their slips and research as well, man. So tons of value there. You're gonna join this community, get in all these chats and do all that. But the best part, guys, is that if you hit the link down below, it'll bring you to this page here, and you'll scroll down, you'll start your free 7-day trial. So normally it's $15 a month, which is 50 cents a day, but you're getting daily slips, all our research, the best community every single day, man, for 50 cents a day, and it's $15 a month. But you're getting a free 7-day trial, so you guys have nothing to risk, man. You guys are gonna join for free, feel it out for 7 days. You're probably gonna cash, and you're gonna end up sticking around because you're gonna love it in there, bro. So if that's something you're interested in, man, make sure you start your free trial right here, bro, and you guys will get in and see my 6-man and all the projections I already have up for tonight's matches, man. And there should be some good matches. So if you guys want to tell, make sure you hit this link right now, man. And I hope to see you guys in there. But aside from that, these are 3 picks for tonight for the YouTube channel. So let me know how you're going about it. Let me know if you're gonna make a 2-man, if you're gonna do a 3-man flex, if you're gonna do a 3-man power play. Drop a comment below, let me know. Aside from that, I hope we make a shit ton of money, and I'll see you guys on the next one.